So we've had some new leaks of DNC emails here, and it appears to show that the DNC was clearly in the tank for Hillary Clinton from before day one of this election. So one of the emails is dated May 26th, 2015. It's to the Democratic National Committee. It's from some kind of consultant here that they were seeking advice from on how to run their campaign and how to move forward. And it says, below, please find a suggested strategy for positioning and public messaging around the 2016 Republican presidential field. And then it lays out some goals. And it goes on to say that our goals in the coming months will be to frame the Republican field and the eventual nominee early and to provide a contrast between the GOP field and HRC. That stands for Hillary Rodham Clinton. So here you are, May 26, 2015. Apparently in emails to the DNC, they're having conversations about when Hillary is elected, not if. When Hillary is elected. And I remember later on, they went on to pretend like they were neutral. Like, oh, Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton? Well, gosh, we're fine with either one. I don't know what you guys mean when you say we're biased in favor of Hillary Clinton. No, we know that you're biased in favor of Hillary Clinton. The evidence shows it. It's right in front of us. So they even go on to say the following. Use specific hits to muddy the waters around ethics, transparency, and campaign finance attacks on HRC. Again, Hillary Rodham Clinton. Damn. So as one of the specific pieces of advice given by these consultants with the DNC, they're saying, oh, when the Republicans bring up the amount of money that she takes from Wall Street and how bought she is, you need to muddy the waters around ethics, transparency, and campaign finance. Oh, that's so sad that they're laying this out. Remember, guys, what first came to mind was what happened with Bernie Sanders in the primary when I read this. How Bernie Sanders would always talk about, we need to get money out of politics, and just be very forthright about the corruption and the legalized bribery. And then Hillary would jump in and basically say something along the lines of, I agree, we need to get rid of the dark money in the political system. And if you notice something, she slipped in the word dark. Why would you slip in the word dark? Well, that's almost textbook muddying the waters on the issue. Oh, I'm making it seem like I agree with you, but I'm actually being honest about what I believe, and I want to get rid of dark money, which means simply more transparency laws. So let's know who's buying our politicians, but let's not go crazy here and stop people from buying our politicians by getting money out of the political system. No, wouldn't want to do that. So she goes on to use these tactics not only just against the Republicans, but also against Bernie Sanders. Which, again, it's amazing that the DNC pretended for all this time, oh, we're so neutral, even though we really, really want Hillary Rodham Clinton to win. Remember, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, head of the DNC, she tried to bury debates. First of all, they tried to limit debates as much as possible. Then they tried to bury debates where people wouldn't fucking watch them. They put them, alongside giant sports events, or they would tuck them on a Sunday when nobody was fucking paying attention, and everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing? Well, it's obvious. Hillary Clinton had a gigantic lead in name recognition and celebrity status. Nobody really knew who the fuck Bernie Sanders was. And if you hide the debates, you make it overwhelmingly likely that she can coast off that name recognition to the nomination. So that's it. That's what ended up happening. And, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If Bernie Sanders was given a little more time, I have no doubt that not only would he have won, he would have won by a substantial margin. Without a doubt in my mind. And then now the entire process was tipped in her favor. And we know this for other reasons too. For example, all the closed primaries that happened. Closed primaries massively favor Hillary Clinton because among people who are registered as Democrats, they lean in favor of her. Remember, again, largely because of name recognition. But once you open up the process and you allow in independents and you stay much closer to one person, one vote, Bernie Sanders does a lot better. So we had a lot of closed primaries. There was a lot of fuckery that went on behind the scenes. Remember in the Iowa caucus how it came down to fucking coin flips? And look at that, Hillary won every coin flip. Just creepy shit like that was going on. And it's all of your suspicions have been proven true. They've been colluding from the beginning. Now also, this does violate ethics rules. Let's not forget that either. That if indeed this was a direct relationship between the DNC and her campaign, and also you can add in her super PAC and her campaign, as we also kind of knew they were doing from the Correct the Record trolls who were paid to spread disinformation about Hillary to try to make her look better. That also violates campaign ethics rules. But the campaign ethics system is set up so that it's almost like you have permanent gridlocks. You can never get anything done, even when the rules violations are totally clear. Jeb Bush, for example, did the same thing in that he pretended like he wasn't running for president. He never officially announced, so he was running around raising money for his super PAC. Well, you're not allowed to raise money for your super PAC. But the loophole is, well, if you say you haven't officially ran yet, you can go around the country and hint that you're going to run. Everybody knows you're going to run and raise money for them. But since you didn't officially announce, well, then you get to raise the money for them. But once you announce, you can't raise the money for them. I mean, it's just so obvious, and it's so brazen, and it's preposterous in how they skirt the few remaining election laws that we have left. And then finally, I'll leave you guys with this. The strategy email also cautioned the DNC operatives to leave, quote, no fingerprints as they utilize reporters to drive a message. Damn. So they laid out in the emails, oh, you're going to control these bitch-ass reporters that are going to do your bidding and leave no fingerprints in the process. Oh my goodness. They're admitting we controlled the media. So whenever they want to do some sort of an attack against Bernie Sanders, they pull the old Fox News trick. They call up the reporters that they know, and they say, for example, oh, there are a lot of these Bernie bros. Have you guys heard about this? Some people are saying, that's the old Fox trick, say some people are saying even though you're saying it. Nobody else is saying it, you're saying it. A lot of people are saying that Bernie supporters are all white male, rabid sexists, and maybe you should write about that and how she's gotten so much hatred from these people that it's obviously based in sexism and not policy disagreements. Boom. 7,000 articles written from every establishment media outlet. Oh, Bernie bro, Bernie bro, Bernie bro, Bernie bro, Bernie bro. No evidence, no investigation, no actual journalism, no real reporting. They're acting as stenographers to the Clinton campaign. And this was part of the fucking strategy from the beginning. Now, you think Bernie Sanders had a counter strategy? You think he had his people calling the media, whispering things about, I heard Hillary Clinton took X amount of money from this corporation, which, by the way, would actually be true if they did that. But no, they didn't have a counter operation set up where they can, beat back the propaganda and do their own accurate propaganda against Hillary Clinton. No, he was just running around like a normal person, thinking that all this stuff is legit and straight up and campaigning like a normal human being. And they're, working the refs behind the scenes. That's exactly what's happening. And by the way, how many outlets have reported on this since we learned that, they were controlling the media? 0 mainstream outlets. You didn't find anything about this on CNN, nothing about this on MSNBC. Guys, these are huge leaks. These are huge leaks, and they prove collusion. But nothing. Now, why are they doing it? Well, either they're just flat out in the tank for Hillary Rodham Clinton, or they're fucking embarrassed that they were worked like that. But either way, it ain't fucking good, and either way, the media is not doing its job. So, are there going to be repercussions for this? Honestly, I doubt it. Why? Because it's Hillary Rodham Clinton, and this is what she does. Hillary Clinton, they know how to play politics. They know how to work the system. They know how to coast their way to power in a Machiavellian way. Well, Bernie Sanders had an actual message, has actual policy goals, has ideals, has a philosophy. He represented it. But he's up against this behemoth in Democratic politics with a tremendous amount of money and the entire establishment with her. And this is how they ended up winning. And as Jordan Sheridan said, we've been conned into Hillary Clinton. And the more evidence comes out, the more that becomes inarguable.